Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is the launch of a new season. We are kicking off the Ginetta G4 Super Cup in Sim Racing System, running in Assetto Corsa. So one thing I wanted to do before starting my test drive of the track and everything is show you how to actually get the content. So to start off, you need to create an account at SimRacingSystem.com. And you have an hour and 10 minutes before the race begins. So about an hour to sign up and get everything started. So you sign up and you should be verified. And then you will go to support and forum. And then you will go to the, I believe it is the Sim Racing System section. No, it isn't. Okay, so, Assetto Corsa app. So you need to download the Assetto Corsa app, and it's under Assetto Corsa required app in the forums. So I wanted to go through all of this to at least start off the system for getting signed up, because I know a lot of people are asking how to get involved in SRS and start running races. So you download this app, and then you will drop it into your Assetto Corsa root folder. So it's usually under your Steam apps common Assetto Corsa. T-shirt guy. But T-shirt guy, hey, you can at least give it a try. There's always a driver that's worse and always a driver that's better. So yeah, you go into Assetto Corsa, go to options, and then general UI options, and you'll see a button for Sim Racing System. I'll show that. And then you will also need to download the content we are using this week. So for this, we are using the Ginetta G4 Super Cup mod. And this week it is going to be at Thruxton. This is going to be interesting though, because I don't know Thruxton well. So I'm a little nervous about that. So we go into the current series download setup. And then we will see, there should be SimRacingPaddock. Hold on. Oh, they've changed this around. So before there was a post for each mod and each series. Now it looks like they're changing it around. Now it looks like, so they are doing one thread for each series. So Ginetta Supercup 2017 version 1.5, that is the mod you need to download. I think I already have that downloaded, so that should be okay. And then here are all of the tracks. So we are needing to download Thruxton version 1.0. Let's open that in Race Department. And then we can download that real quick. If you click on the race schedule, it shows what you need. Yes. That is a good point. So if we go to the Sim Racing System race page, you will see all of the different series. So Thruxton right here, Ginetta G4 Super Cup. You can click here and it'll show all the content. So Thruxton, third-party mod you need to download. Brands Hatch, that is part of the Dream Pack 3 DLC. Laguna Seca's free DLC that should have been installed in with the PC version. Cadwell Park and Donington Park. Those are also tracks that you will need to download from Race Department. So we have downloaded Thruxton. That is good. And then we will go to your Steam apps. Common. I made a shortcut in quick access to be able to get there quickly. Assetto Corsa. We will open up this Thruxton.zip. Check real quick. Okay, so this is the track folder. So you will go to Content, Tracks, and then just drag and drop. Simple as that. And then boom, close the 7-zip folder. I use 7-zip. You can use WinRAR, WinZip, whatever utility. I tend to prefer 7-zip the most, that I prefer. So there, we have the track loaded. So we should be able to fire up Assetto Corsa, and that is how we can work. So, hold on. Booting up. Main menu. And then what I was mentioning, so you see this sim racing system icon right here. So you would go to options, general, scroll down to the bottom and you see UI modules. So right here, Sim Racing System SRS version 1.0, that is what you use. So you use that, you would click that. So you see, check it, it's there. Then click to enter. You would need to log in your first time and it would be there. So Ginetta G4 Supercup, we have 5 people registered right now, so it should be a good turnout. So I want to register and then I want to practice a bit. I need to learn this track. So one thing nice about this series is there's the choice, left-hand drive or right-hand drive, and then all the different liveries. I wish you could have selected liveries like this in Assetto Corsa, but it's like, yeah, we'll pick a cool livery. Kind of funny though, a lot of them have the British flag on top of them. I like this one, number 40. And since I'm American, I'm more acclimated to left-hand drive. So we are now registered for the race. And in 1 hour and I'd say 1 minute, we'll get the option to join. So yeah, we have some British people. Don't know what flag that is, or this one off the top of my head. And then we have Ethan, a British guy. So he's going to be racing late because in an hour, that's going to be 8 hours from now. So 6, that's 2 a.m. I think. So sheesh, burning the midnight oil, I guess. So let's jump into this G4 Super Cup or G55 Super Cup. Whoops. Or I guess it's the G55 GT4. Yeah, okay. So we are going to be driving at Thruxton. I don't know this track well at all, so I'm a little nervous, but hey, we can learn. So we'll learn the layout of the track. Okay, display capture is going to turn off for a sec. And then we will fire up Assetto Corsa. So, who here has driven Thruxton? I don't really know it well, so we'll learn the track. He's dedicated. So, t-shirt guy, what kind of t-shirts do you make? Okay, I'm confused. Why is the bottom bar sticking? All right. eRacer VR, thank you for subscribing. Hold on. There we go. Except I had this set to triple, so I need to change my settings real quick. That's why the sidebar was showing up in slightly off center. So let's go to videos. Single screen. Well, fun fact. One of my close friends, his business is making t-shirts. So he makes t-shirts and also he makes custom apparel for race car teams and different organizations. So soon, I'm actually going to be making some t-shirts, SimRacingPaddock stuff. So, should be exciting. I'm excited for it. So, I just need to change the setting, and now we're good. Okay. That looks good. Have I given a completely bad review? I'd say I've given a mostly bad review in some ways, where it was the GTR Simulator GTA F. That was a fairly negative review because I felt it just wasn't that good a cockpit, especially for the price in some ways. The monitor mount was simply too far. I didn't like the pedal mount. After the review, I noticed that the pedal screws weren't as tight, but I'm still just personally not a fan of that cockpit. So that was a negative review. If I reviewed NASCAR Heat Evolution, I would have given it a negative review, but when that came out, I was going through a rough time regarding depression, and just completely lacked any motivation to do that review, to be honest. So I don't think I've ever done a completely bad review. And it's partly because I'm an optimist. That's kind of the struggle, where I tend to try to be optimistic regarding products, where I know that all products are going to have flaws, but also look at the positives. So it's a balancing act. This is a high-speed track. Whoa. Hey Raggy, how's it going? GTR easy to hack in Notepad, same with GTR 2. Well, are there I thought they were like anti-cheat measures, but yeah. Okay, that's a tighter corner, keep that in mind. A little bouncy, a little bouncy. Starting to get toasty in here. REM SRW. I don't know what you mean by that. So let's try to figure out the line for this track. It's unique. It's very high speed. So, a lot of straights, and then I think let's go down to third for this corner, try to get a feel. Unique turn in, and then it's a little chicane here. You got to get it woed down. How many monitors I got going? Right now I'm running a single monitor. Left monitor's monitoring the chat, and the stream right monitor's my OBS broadcaster. But for streaming, generally I use a single screen to try to minimize the system resources being allocated. Oliver, I play Project Cars 2 quite a bit. I guess you've just been missing it. And the reason I'm not playing it right now is because I am practicing for my championship race that I am sponsoring. So yeah, it would be awkward playing a different game while my racing series is going. So yeah. The wide corner. It's going to be interesting to see how people take their racing line. Because, okay, I keep on braking late there, but you really got to get this car woed up. There we go. Okay, carry too much speed. That corner keeps on throwing me off. Hey TJ, I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? Things are going pretty well. I was this morning helping my mom move stuff into her office because she's starting to get her office set up for her nutrition consultation business. A1G45, thank you for subscribing. The race is in 55 minutes. Race is in 55 minutes. So, brake. That did not work well. So, trying to just figure out the line for this track, it's so weird. Reminds me of Silverstone in some ways. Hey Fury, how's it going? Would not be surprised if a similar track designer did Silverstone and Thruxton. Both of them are British tracks. Little slideways. Should be an interesting race because I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Deceptive track. Sounds good. Guys, if you brake too late, you lock up the brakes here. But too early, it feels like you're slowing down way too fast. And then here, this left-hander. So brake in here, turn in. On the throttle. Wide open. Don't hit that curb too hard. Brake down to fourth. Brake, hit that apex. Drive off. Little understeer in the entry. Looks like this track will keep the drivers busy. That sounds true. Taishin, I'm doing pretty well. Just trying to learn this track before kicking off the Sim Racing System Championship. Because it feels like I'm just braking way too early there. Maybe I coast and then brake? Let's try that next lap. We'll get on UK tracks earlier. Notepad to write notes. That would be smart. Might consider that sometime. Trying to remember, but it's just so much to process. This car feels great. I love the balance of this car. And it's like just the right balance of speed and handling and braking. I might lose a bit of speed there. This feels like an easy track to learn, but tough to master. So let's brake at the 100. All right. I keep on being, I want to brake early there. That's my struggle. And then that just throws off the balance of the car once I force myself to brake later. It's so difficult trying to find the flow here. This is making me wish Ginettas were sold in America. I've never seen one in person. Oh, they only make track cars? Interesting. You can see that bump there just unsettles the car. But I keep on needing to brake for later. Very weird apexes, and also just very weird braking points in general. Should be an exciting race. Okay, we can actually keep this in 5th. Kept on downshifting to 4th. See you later, John. So let's try this. Whoa, okay. That did not work. Not very effective. Tried moving my braking point later there. Just, nope. You need to learn how to coast with this car, I think. So coast. I'm nervous about this track. Because you gotta keep your mind on like your head on a swivel, man. Maybe shift weight more into the front. The issue is under braking, I get like, it's not car balance. That's the weirdest thing I need to communicate to you guys. It's the way the track's elevation changes are. The elevation changes are sudden but abrupt. So, for example, we're gonna come up here. You can see the shifts in the elevation. Right there, there's a bump that unsettles the car right at the braking point. It's like, why can't they smoothen that out? Makes for a weird challenge. And then up here, it's a crest right where I want to brake. Right there. So you can see like the brakes locking up there, and it's a blind crest, upsets the balance of the car. Really gonna separate the boys from the men there. This is gonna be nerve-wracking. You can see it's a very interesting track. So flat out here, or nope, tiny crack of the throttle, do that the car turn in a bit. This is going to be an interesting track, guys, so if you haven't already, I recommend you sign up for this race. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oldham Park is one I've been starting to learn, and it's quite a bit of fun. But this braking point, I keep on getting nervous here. You can just see all those tire marks from where I've skidded. Oh, mister, this is Rich. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh, I've had that experience before. No bueno. No bueno indeed. What wheel were you using? The race is top of the hour. Race is top of the hour. such a high speed section. And also, it's starting to get freaking warm in here. It's starting to really start feeling like spring. It's like 80 degrees today. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So I think that's like 28 degrees Celsius or something like that. Okay, bad line, bad line. I saw that coming. I saw that coming. Totally saw that coming. Totally just like chopped off that line. So you have to have the good line or else you can really lose it. It is a nice temperature, but it's getting pretty warm in this garage. Hence me not wearing a sweatshirt today. Yeah, it was raining for like 2 weeks here, and now it's finally starting to clear up and get warm. So I need to plug in my fan again. So let's brake now. Ooh, a little loose. So we're down to 3.7 gallons. I just always want to brake early there. So move out the line. Okay. This is a 20-minute race, so roughly 1 minute 20 per lap. So let's see. 5. It's gonna be about 15 to 18 laps, I think. I can't really do the math off the top of my head. So 120. We'll round up to 130. So yeah, I'd say about like 15 to 18 laps, I think. Or no, yeah, about 15 laps. I wish Sim Racing System would do races based on laps, because it'd be cool to have some special events where it'd be like 50 laps or something, like a long race. Or like simulating a Formula 1 race, do a full-length event. Oh, those curbs are pretty rough on the car. Just a heads up, guys. But the car is starting to come to its own. Coast here. No brake. Roll on the throttle. Oh, dang it. Too much understeer out. Just ease the car back onto the track. You have some dirt on those tires, so you need to scrub them off in the next couple corners. Fury, there was no stream yesterday? Are you talking about Monday's stream, the iRacing stream? Alright, so Monday's stream didn't go exactly as planned. It had a race, I was running an hour race with the LMP2 at Sebring. Got a little over eager setting up my entry into turn 1. Got too close to the wall, didn't realize that there were two segments that one was sticking out further than the other, and boom, just destroyed the front end of my car. Hey, Sim Enthusiast, nice to have you here. Thanks for lurking. So, let the car ride out, let it ride out. There we go, that's a better line. Woo! Let's keep this in fourth, get the drive off, there we go. Full house. What I'm finding is this track is very difficult to be consistent with. So it's like 121, 120. Like have just a consistent flow. The stream was Monday because it was iRacing curing the Mondays. Let the car ride out, ride out, ride out. There we go. This is a fun track. I recommend it. It's free off of Race Department. Whoa, that was almost off. Why do I leave it so late to learn tracks? To be perfectly honest, I thought it was Laguna Seca week 1. I forgot it was Thruxton. I thought Thruxton was week 2. I got my weeks mixed up. So, yeah. Thanks, Single Racer. Yeah, I got my weeks mixed up. So that's my excuse. I had a case in the Mondays that race. It's almost off, but it looked really smooth. Bring it out. Ugh. It's that corner is just so weird. I just can't get a handle on it. Let's drive for a hot lap. 2 gallons left in the tank. $27,000 up. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Oh, I barely missed that apex. Coast. Barely dragged the brake. Late apex. I think that's where I'm going to lose the most ground this race. 119 though, okay, I'll take that. That felt like a good lap. I did get an email from Fnatic, their PR guy yesterday, actually no, it was today, saying that the new update will add full compatibility for the CSL Elite, so I'm stoked. I love this corner, except not when I run wide. I apex too early there. I think that's going to be a major struggle this race. Not just me, but other people. There we go. We have enough in the tank, I think, for one more lap. Maybe two. This time, I'm not going to peel over there. I'm going to do a late entry. Keep on swinging a little to the right. That means I'm not getting the full potential. Single racer, I've been planning one for over a year now, so yeah. Gamer Muscle's on board. I think Jimmy Broadbent would be down. Sean Cole, maybe Billy Strange. Empty Box said no, he prefers to be a lone wolf. So yeah, it could be interesting. But yeah, I do want to do one of those because that would also help build SimRacingPaddock as a brand. Still brakes so early, and then over that crest, the car just gets light. Major lockup. Major lockup. I love how you just lift there and you just throw the car here. Nicky Team, he did an interview with Jimmy Broadbent a long time ago, I think. I might try to invite Nicky. Whoa, that was oversteer. Woo! This is intense, guys. I am so flipping stoked. Okay, should be good. I might be able to stay in 5th gear there. Okay. That would carry more speed. Whoa, that was almost off. I have not heard anything new, Peter, unfortunately. I wish I have. I'm excited for it, but I have not heard anything new. Might run out of gas this lap. It's going to be the official BE series, or Blancpain Endurance Series game, which is GT3. I think it's going to be the only... I think it might be exclusively GT3 content, which is kind of upsetting. So let's try this in 5th. Carry more speed. Let's see. Are we going to run out? 0.2 liters. Oh! Ran out across the line. Whoo! 25 laps. Okay. Hold on, what I missed. Will, best place to race? Online, do you mean? Because online racing, I'd say iRacing is still one of the best places to race online. The pickup and race system, the variety of content available, they have a little something available for anyone. And then Sim Racing System is a great option if you like what they offer. So they're shorter seasons, which is nice, except also it is only one race a week. I only have one race a week. Sean, you have 2 options a week. So that's one of the downsides, though, because in iRacing's championship structure, you get the option to race at what time you want. You have the option to race multiple attempts in a week, which you don't get in Sim Racing System or a general league format. So iRacing, what you have is basically it's the best race counts out of the week. So keep that in mind. It's accessible for different times. For example, most people in Europe aren't going to be in this race because it's the middle of the night there. So theoretically, if this series was in iRacing, they could race in their time zone, America races in their time zone, and you're still competing together. So that's a nice thing. But yeah, I'd say iRacing is still the best place to race online right now. And then Sim Racing System is a second. I am liking this car. So let's see. It's interesting seeing the telemetry. So, for example, this is the first turn where you barely apply brake there. You don't apply much, just enough to get the car pitched in. And you saw me double tap there. So that gets the car a little lower. And then you race up. And then you can see on the brakes. And here's a difference. So, you can see the best lap here and then last lap. So I was a little more gradual here and then I was harder here. If you remember, I locked up here on my last lap. So it's just boom, very rough. iRacing is ridiculous expensive and only 2 cars are driving in GT3 due to BOP. I don't like the service. That's one of the reasons. I don't do as much iRacing because it's always in flux, and it is admittedly very expensive. For example, I didn't even buy Le Mans in the Nordschleife until a couple weeks ago, I think, a few weeks ago. And I know that might be shocking for you because I'm a sim racing personality. I do a lot of races. How can you not have bought Lagunas or Le Mans in Nordschleife? Well, it's just like you said, it's expensive. And I get my options to race at those tracks in different events. Okay, so it's 5:37. 20 minutes. 20 minutes! Late apex there. Such a fun car, though. Such a fun car. Going to be an exciting race, I think. If we don't get wrecked. So it's a little generous on the corners, so we might need to take advantage. What's my favorite track? Sonoma Raceway, and not just because it's my closest track. I live a half hour from the track, but it's also, I think, very underrated. It's a very technical track, very tricky. A lot of crests, blind corners, a variety of corners. There's a sweeper, there's a hairpin, there's like S's. It has anything you'd want from a track. Heck, it has a drag strip if you want to do drag racing. Brands Hatch is my favorite British track. Second would be Donington Park. Whoa. Little off there. You have to be so careful braking there. Because you see, that point is where I want to brake, but just that crest unsettles the car. Throw it in, make it stick, and go. Well, Assetto Corsa has min rating and also has it has Sim Racing System, which has its own rating system. But min rating is closest to iRacing right now. I know that I want to say for Assetto Corsa Competizione, they are going to have the people who created the min rating system work on an in-home rating system for the title. In 5 minutes, so in a couple laps, I'm gonna pull out of this session and prepare for the race. But this is so tricky. What do I do? Do I coast up to this and then brake? Let's see what we do. So brake, pushing. Sweating. Freaking love this direct drive wheel though. So much fun. Whoa. Fail. 98% for the first few laps of the race. Yeah, you don't push all out because you need to get heat in the tires and just get a feel for the track, because conditions are always different for the race. Actually, I'm not sure. Assetto Corsa is not exactly dynamic track, but yeah, so get a feel for the track's rubber, feel for the car's limits, get comfortable, and then like push. That's my philosophy. So here, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Great. I'm kind of scared to see how this is gonna turn out for the race, because I don't know how fast these guys are practicing at. All I have is my time and my driving line to draw on. Thanks, Fury. Try to be relaxed a lot of the time, and streams, they're nice because you're able to be more casual with the fans. For example, you see my other videos. For example, I'm going to be working on a comparison video comparing the Thrustmaster TGT to the CSL Elite PS4. I'm working on that video and hopefully going to get that rendered by the weekend. But that is more of a professional video. And for this, live streams, they're more casual. I get to actually interact with you guys, have conversations, talk about different topics. Hold on. What headset am I using and do I recommend it? So I'm not using a headset. I'm using headphones and then an external microphone. So just here, I have a not a camera, but I'm using an Audio-Technica AT, I think it's the 875R. It's a shotgun microphone. Mainly, they tend to be used more in film production. So they're the shotgun microphones that you'll see people in documentaries or stuff holding up on a boom. They're also nicknamed boom mics. And I have that set in my mic stand. And then I also have, it's an audio box. So it's the Focusrite Scarlett 2i4 audio box, which I have plugged in through USB into my computer. So these are just headphones, and then I have an XLR microphone plugged into my system. It's a little more of a higher end sound quality and professional solution, so that's why I prefer that over, say, a headset. What's my main racing style in iRacing? Well, I've been shifting more to the road side. In my early days in iRacing, I was hooked on oval racing because I grew up as a NASCAR fan and I really enjoyed NASCAR and oval racing. But then as I progressed, got more into sim racing, I really gained more of an appreciation for the road side. So now I'm more of a road racer, even though I'm not that good at it. Do the free Assetto Corsa on our tracks I see online work with multiplayer? Yes, they do. The condition is that everyone who is in the server needs to have all of the same content downloaded. So for example, this is Thruxton version 1.0, I believe. So you need, everyone in the server needs Thruxton version 1.0. It can't be like someone has Thruxton version 0.98 and everyone else has 1.0. So you need all of the content. But yes, third-party cars and tracks can be used online. For example, you'll see Random Call Sign, one of my friends. He'll do a lot of streams with exclusively third-party content online. Man, this is going to be an intense race, but yeah. So 5:46, let's jump into the lobby. But yeah, I'm excited. So, which OSW is the question? Simplicity has the better base and SimiCube with the 2MIO decoder. Or encoder, I think you mean. So, I'm using the one from SimRacingBay. I have the large midge-based OSW from SimRacingBay, and I think it works great. So, that is a nice one. I really prefer that myself. Simplicity, also I've heard great things about them. I should be testing out their 7 Nm wheel next month. So, that is one thing. I'm not sure if I will test one of their OSWs out yet. Austin, rank your top 5 Monster Truck Madness 2 tracks. Let's see. Can I include the Monster Truck Madness 1 circuits that you can port and over to Monster Truck Madness 2, Austin? Because some of my favorite Monster Truck Madness tracks actually were ported over from 1 to 2. So if you had the disc, you can actually transfer it over. So number 1 would be Yucatan Adventure, where you jump over the where you can actually jump over the volcano. So that would have been my all-time favorite. Arizona would be second. Then I think, let's see, Crazy 98, because figure 8, and that was the one I drove the most on. Number 4. What would number 4 be? Number 4 would be that unlockable track in Monster Truck Madness 2, where you unlock it and it's like that Death Bowl or something like that. That one was a really fun one. Number 5. Number 5, that it's the one that had those kind of like pyramids. Oh yeah, it's Torture Pit. So, number 5 would be, it was one that had those pyramid-like things that you could drive into. That one was a lot of fun. SimRacingBay, yes, I'm using the one with the 2.1 mil CPR encoder. And, oh man, this feels so freaking nice. I really enjoy this one. I know there are different trains of thought talking about, is the large midge a better motor, or is the small midge better? So I've heard that the small midge is a little more precise. It's a little quicker because there's less inertia in the motor. But I've heard the thought that the large midge has a more authentic feel because of that inertia. So I think in the near future, I am going to try to find a way to compare the small midge to the large midge, which I think would be a cool experiment. See what would work better. So yeah, it's SimRacingBay, not SimRaceway. It's kind of funny though, because I actually got to meet the founder of SimRaceway one time, Jonathan Haswell. So back in 2015, I had this idea, because there's the SimRaceway Performance Driving Center about 40 minutes away from my house. And I wanted to do the instructional series. And I was thinking, it'd be cool to collaborate with them. And it's interesting because the driving school tends to kind of distance itself away from the software. So even though the software side is really struggling, the SimRaceway Performance Driving Center is still actually holding strong, which is pretty cool to hear. But I go there and I start talking with one of the guys, and a very friendly guy. And he's like, oh yeah, I know Sean Cole and Darren Ganji. They're both interesting guys. They're cool. Darren is kind of a jerk. So I got a laugh over that. And then afterwards, I was talking with the main PR guy, and he's like, "You realize who you were talking to, right?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "That's the owner of the entire company. That's Jonathan." I'm like, "Whoa, I did not realize that." Also, speaking of didn't realize, I did not realize that I didn't have my wheel tightened. Took so much money, got ripped off. I know, that's the tough part, because Sim Raceway is kind of a dark time for sim racing, to be honest. Because there was a thing where it killed Race Sim Central. It killed R Factor Central, mainly. I know that Tim Wheatley, he ended up buying the rights back from Race Sim Central. And fun fact, when I initially left Inside Sim Raceway, Tim Wheatley was offering to give me the name Race Sim Central. However, I just felt that it would have been smarter for me to build up my own brand. So I ended up turning down that offer, but it was interesting. It was nice for him to offer. So, yeah. What's funny is Sim Raceway is literally just R3E. ISI motor, microtransactions for every piece of content. I'd say yes and no. The difference is that Race Room really evolved the engine in a positive direction. The engine for Race Room makes it something that you want to actually drive. Sim Raceway, it just literally felt like they copy and pasted R Factor and some kind of cruddily made mods, and it just was like, didn't really work well. For example, also their pricing model sucked. It was the 1/1000th of the MSRP. So you pay 1/1000th of the price of a Bugatti Veyron. That's still $1,000. Or no, it was either 1,000th or 1/10,000th. So it was either $100 or $1,000 for a virtual car. It's like, no, that's not going to work. But yeah, Race Room, they've really evolved that, because if you guys have followed me for a long time, back in the Inside Sim Racing days, I think it was like February of 2014, I did my worst ever video, and it was for Inside Sim Racing, where I test drove the 2013 DTM Challenge content for Race Room. And I admit, it was crud. It was a lot of crud, in my opinion. For example, they had the corner markers you couldn't get rid of. They had this weird bug which prevented you from driving a manual or a sequential transmission car without the clutch. So if you were driving manual transmission with a sequential and you weren't using the clutch, your transmission would fail within like 4 laps. So there was that glitch. It was causing a lot of issues. I was getting so much crap for the video because it was also poor production quality. And ultimately, it was just a mess. But I am so flipping happy that Race Room evolved the engine. They evolved the engine. They put a lot of effort and a lot of work into it until it's something that's actually really worth having. And I mean, I will wholeheartedly recommend Race Room for someone looking for a decent entry-level sim. I think it's that good. Oh, snap. Austin, Josh Martin's in the race, so this should be interesting. One of your best friends, bro. But yeah, kind of surprised Austin's not in the race. I know he would jump at an opportunity to just wipe the floor with me, apparently. So at about the 3-minute mark, it will load up. So you can jump in, it'll load, and you can get a tiny bit of practice in. Austin. And this car doesn't excite me. Sorry, Brandon. It's, yeah, usually you have to register at the 5-minute remaining mark. So 3 minutes and it should boot up in a sec. Balls out, Will. Oh, gosh. That just reminded me. I watched the movie Step Brothers while working in my room today because I want to move my GT Omega Pro cockpit into my bedroom for one of my test drive videos for GT Sport. But I was watching Step Brothers and there's the scene, I'll just say it's where Will Ferrell gets a little close and personal with the drum set. So that's all I'll say. And if you guys already have seen that movie, you guys will know what I'm talking about. And yeah. Go easy on the wide corner. But that also reminds me of a quote I made up before. If you go balls to the wall too soon, your balls will end up in a wall. So let's get some practice in. 3-minute practice. Check some mismatch for Giuseppe. So I guess checksum, that might have been he has an outdated content. So let's take it easy. Lift. Actually, Austin, it was the Jim Russell driving school. Jim Russell. I did the karting class through Jim Russell. Oh my gosh, okay, so he carries so much flipping speed through there. Thank you, Fury. I'm gonna need it. Really gonna need it. Struggle so much there. This is a relatively easy car to drive, which makes it challenging because it's easy to drive, but difficult to drive really fast, I think. Holy 115. Someone tells me there's going to be a wide spread of lap times. I mean, 1 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, 16 second. That must be for an outlap. Let's see real quick. So, going to qualifying session. Can't change the tire compound. Can drop it to 10 liters. Oh, it's Josh Martin with the 115. Dang. Aliens have no fear. You and I do. That's the difference. Yeah. I mean, that's just total alien time, I think, 115. Hey, Cooper, how's it going? Good, sit. Okay, let's build up a gap. Okay, I didn't expect to get a run like this. Oh, slide job. Oh my goodness. This is the Ginetta Supercup. Dang it, wide. Not good, not good. Little wide again. This isn't the race, this is qualifying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's recoup. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna go a little silent. Some radio silence here. I'm gonna try getting some good laps here. Sim enthusiast, don't distract me. Let's get a good lap, maybe two. That came out of nowhere. Whoa, Nelly. Just got murdered. Should have kind of anticipated that. I didn't expect him to just throw it back on the track like that. Surprise! Cooper. Get some heat into these tires. Someone in the grass again. It was good old Jimmer. Looks like we're going to get 2 chances, 2 laps. Hey, BCGM, how's it going? Some slide oversteer there. There we go. That's a decent lap, but only 10th place. Dang. Okay. This is going to be an intense race. Ethan Dean, okay. Let's see how he's handling this track. So he's maxed out. Here's where I have the most trouble. So he handles that lockup. He brakes late. Okay. $114.1. That's just 113.9. Dang. I'm just far off. Well, we've had 16 people log laps, 20 people in the server. Ay, ay, ay. This is going to be intense, guys. That last chicane is nuts. Yeah, I'm 5 seconds off the lead here. So, hold on. We'll do 24 liters. Or 25. Let's make it an even 25. This is Thruxton. You can read the description, Cooper. Not really much you can do to modify the car. John Garcia has just disconnected. No! Come on. Guess it didn't recognize me pressing the clutch. We'll all serve the drive-through. Oh, there's already a wreck. That guy threw it in way too hard. Wreck behind me almost took me out. Oh, shoot, that was net code. He's okay, though. He's gonna run in. Oh, almost ran into the grass. One guy's way off the track. So let's serve the drive-through right now. Drive-through penalty. I'd say top 10 would be a good result for me. I keep on seeing yellow flags. I don't know what's going on. Leader's wrecked. Whoa. That's going to be an interesting twist. Thankfully, the pit lane here was short, so we're catching. We're in 11th right now, though. Car just snapped, wanted to spin out on me. Oh, whoa, he's going off. That's 10th. We're getting a run. These guys, they're racing hard. Oh, that cut. Oh, oh. Oh, there's the run. He was a little too tentative there. I got on the throttle a little earlier than him. Come on, come on. There we go. That was a good pass. Oh, he almost ran off. There's another pass right into the chicane. Oh, man. That was a nice move. Except he has a run on me. I got a little too unsettled there. He got a little more unsettled. Oh, someone went wide, I think. Oh, he's gone. Oh, guy behind me just spun. We're up to 7th. We're in Gamer Muscle's spot. He's gonna try for the outside line, I think. Where do I see sim racing heading in the next 10 years? To better and better heights, more and more realism. I'd love to see better improvements in the damage model in particular, because damage is a reality of racing. Go off the track, you're going to damage the undercarriage. I think he has his car set up for lower downforce. That's how he's able to close in so much. Also, I want to see improvements to the atmosphere of racing. That's not really simulated too well in this modern generation. Little lockup, little lockup. No bueno, no bueno. The pass in the grass you're talking about? This is where I'm losing the most ground. That must be a lap down car ahead of me. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. I am just failing right now in the last portion of this lap. He is all over me. Oh, he's wide. Other guy's wide. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Nope, that let off way too much speed. Dang it. Car got really upset there. I don't think I can defend him. I don't think I can defend the spot much longer. I can just hope he makes a mistake without me in front of him. He doesn't brake there? Wait, what? He doesn't brake there? Jeez. Okay. Oh, no. Relax. I can still get the top 10 at least. Pretty far ahead of 9th. Maybe soon I'll see that yellow flag. Four minutes left. So he just lifts here or something? Okay. And then he just lifts here too, so let's try that. So lift here. Okay. Okay, that felt good. Wow, look, we're actually getting sector best now. I wish I knew that earlier. This is Thruxton. Guys, read the description. There we go. New fastest lap, 1:17. Okay. So a yellow flag for a split second. He must have just ran wide. Oh yeah, I forget sometimes people watch on their TV. Look, Mom, I'm on TV! Looks like we're gonna get about 2 laps to go. Because they're going to start finish line before the time runs out. Blue flag, dang. Don't really want to get lapped, though. If I had the fan on. Maybe. Okay, I get one more lap. Nice. Wait, is that a guy for position? Okay, we're pushing. Pushing. No, I hit the grass. Keep it on, keep it on. Oh, almost spun it there. Oh, nope, that wasn't for position though, dang it. Oh, that... Did you see that final chicane? That was that was intense. Hey. We still got... Oh man, that was intense. Whew. What a finish. Man. Hey, we finished 8th. I'll take it. So if we go return, it should show our race results. Hold on. Nope, never mind. It's jumping to that other session. I'm legitimately tired after that, to be honest. That was an intense race, so come on. I really wish that they would actually show, but I'm happy. I never spun that race. I went wide one time, I think, but Sim Racing System, man. So if we go to GT4 Super Cup, I'm excited. That was a good race. So Thruxton, here we go. So, race results. Josh Martin with the win. Congratulations. Matias Corvino, second place. 7 seconds. Okay. Do you think a GT Omega rig would be okay for an open sim wheel? Possibly. So, I'm going to be testing out the new upcoming SW7C from Simplicity next month. So I am going to test that on my GT Omega cockpits because I'm going to be building the GT Omega art very soon. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I am going to test on GT Omega Pro. My thought is that one should work okay. Small midge, possibly large midge, that might be just too much. But I've heard people using open sim wheels on the GT Omega art, and it's been okay. Similar to how like Gamer Muscle uses his on the Symmetric K2. It's not ideal, but it'll work. But yeah, so no incidents. I'm happy with that, even though I thought there was that netcode thing that we had, but I guess it didn't recognize. So yeah, no incidents that race. 117 fastest lap. I'm happy with that. So I could see where I can make up time. That final chicane, I was always way too tentative with. But let's take a look at something. So William Marsh, we're here, I think. We started 11th, I guess. Moved up to 9th, and then had to pit or take the session, and then we're steadily moving our way up to 7th, and then got passed and finished 8th. So I'm happy with those results. I thought it was a good race. I mean, so here's a question. We likely lost about 15-20 seconds because of that drive-through. So I'll say 15 seconds. So 8th place, we were 7 seconds behind him and about 30. So we likely would have finished 7th if we didn't have that stop and go. Unfortunate, but hey, it's racing. But come on, we got to give props to this field, guys. We had some great racing. I mean, that battle with Justin, I'm happy with that. We were battling pretty hard with Justin, and then I made a mistake and he built a gap. But when I was in the slipstream, that was pretty impressive racing. He raced me well. He raced me with talent, no pun intended. But he ended up getting the spot, all in all. But I'm happy with the way he raced me and stuff. So, yeah, this was an exciting race, and I'm excited to see how this championship goes. We had 24 people enter, and yeah, so guys. Oh, Justin, I was just talking about you. Thanks for joining in. That was some good racing. I mean, I wore out my tires big time, just throwing it in. And then I didn't realize until the end of the race that you just lifted into those fast corners. I thought it was just drag the brake a little bit. So I think that's where I was losing so much time, and you were closing on me into that final chicane. But man, good racing. You have some talent, man. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun, and I need to do some other stuff. I need to get stuff put together for my Fnatic preview, or not preview, Fnatic versus Thrustmaster comparison. But guys, thanks for watching, and you might try another stream later on, but until then, have a great rest of your day.